Hi guys, I'm Chris and this is the Naked Hair Guy channel, and on this channel I give you the tips and tricks to help you with your hairdressing career. So don't forget, if you like my videos, to like, subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any. Today's video I'm going to be doing a step-by-step box bob. Well, that's what I call it. Of course, like anything, it has a lot of different names. But it is the one haircut that has saved my life on a number of occasions. It is so versatile and yet so simple and gives amazing results. You're going to be blown away by it. This haircut is fantastic for people who are growing out their layers because it stops the layers flicking. It's amazing for people that want a graduated bob but don't want it as steep and inverted as a normal graduated bob. It's really incredible as well for curly hair because it really controls that hair. And it also gives the illusion of volume, so it's fantastic for fine hair. So all around, it's just a versatile haircut. So let's get to it. So this is an amazing haircut, like I said. And the first thing we're going to do is discuss the optimum length of the haircut. Anywhere between the jaw and the shoulder is the best result for this haircut. So first cut in your baseline, then section up to just behind the ear. We're going to take our very first section from the crown down through the nape to the hairline, and this will be our guide. Make sure that the section is big enough to give you a good guide, but not too big that you can't get it in your hand. Now this is called a box bob because we're bringing it straight out. Don't elevate the section or lower the section, otherwise you won't get the result that you want. Pull straight out at 90 degrees and cut straight down. You'll notice as you come to the bottom that the hairline actually begins to drop out. You're not trying to connect this layer to the hairline. Now, go back to your pivot point and move around, as if in orange segments or cake slices. So that central point is where all other sections are going to radiate from. We've taken our next section, and now we're going to over-direct it back to our first section. If at any point you can't see your guide, go back and take a smaller section so that you can follow your guideline. Again, make sure that you cut straight down. Don't try and connect it to the hairline. Now, we're going to go back and we're going to remove our first section out, just so that we have enough hair in our hands to follow a guide, but not too much. Again, using that pivot point, we're taking a section down to the hairline in a diagonal section. And we're not over-directing this section directly back to the center, back to our previous section, and this will continue throughout the whole haircut. Once again, remove some of the section so that you don't have too much hair in your hands. Use the central point and take a diagonal section down towards the hairline. And over-direct back to the last section, not to the middle. This step is continually repeated until you reach the ear. we get to the section by the ear. This will be your last section before moving on to the other side. It's always best to do one side and then the other. You'll find that you have a stronger side. The left-hand side of the head is my stronger side, so I always start on the right-hand side, meaning that I can connect my weakest side into my strongest side. Once you've completed the other side using the steps outlined, we're going to move on to the side. On the side, we're going to take forward diagonal sections and over-direct them back to behind the ear. The further you over-direct them back to behind the ear, the longer you'll leave the front, and the less likely you are to remove too much weight. I'm going to just come back to just behind the ear, but if you're a little bit nervous, over-direct back a little bit further, and this will keep the weight there. Don't hold your hands at a 45-degree angle. Everything is pulled to a box, a 90-degree angle. This will stop you cutting into your baseline. Follow it down and you should see hair starting to drop out. This means that you're not cutting into your baseline. Once again, we're going to radiate from that central crown pivot point, taking forward diagonal sections and over-directing it back to just behind the ear, keeping our fingers at a 90-degree box shape. Continue to work forward until you hit their parting, whether that be centre or side. When you get to your last section, you're going to repeat this step on the other side of the haircut. As you can see, I've just quickly blow dried and there's some weight to be removed. This is because I've club cut, but I can go back through and use thinning scissors or texturize to remove that now. As you can see, it's given a beautiful shape. It's a graduation, but not so steep as a traditional graduated bob. If this was curly hair, the weight of the curls would be centered around that, meaning that it kept a nice shape. If your client was trying to grow out the layer, it would stop the layers from flicking out until they reached the desired length that they wanted. This is such a versatile haircut, and even on fine hair, using this type of layer rather than a traditional layer gives the illusion of weight and the build-up, therefore giving them volume and movement. If you've liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification button. And if there's anything you'd like to see or know, please leave comments below.